Hi guys, my name is Mick from Leeds Listening Room, and today we are lucky enough to have with us two local Labour councillors, Lou Cunningham and Alice Smart. I'm going to ask them a series of questions about what councillors do, but also a bit about their backgrounds and why they decided to get in a council in the first place.
Okay, well, I'm Lou. I'm one of the Armley councillors team. So for me, I'm fairly new as to being a councillor. I've just been a councillor for almost 2 years now. And I came to it really from a background of being active in the community and working with community groups and getting to know things that were happening in and around Armley. And I've lived in Armley for 16 years and raised my son and wanted to really be more involved in how things develop in Armley.
Yeah, so I'm Alice Smart. I'm another Army councillor. I've been a councillor here since 2014. I think for me, I kind of got involved in local politics first. So campaigning for the Labour Party, and I got to know other people who were councillors or who were standing to be councillors. And it was definitely something that appealed to me. I think because you're able to make a difference in your community, but also on a citywide level as well, being involved in those decisions that can affect people right across the country.
So again, a lot of people say, oh, like this is broad down your councillor. What does a councillor actually do then to help people in the community?
What do we do? Well, I would definitely say no one day is ever the same. So because Leeds looks after so many different services, it looks after services to do with people, to do with housing, to do with bins, to do with the environment, to do with social care and health. So we can get queries from our Army residents on anything at all. So it can range with people needing help with their bins, like they've had their bins missed, they're having problems with littering or fly tipping, or it can be housing problems. It can be very serious issues of people feeling overcrowded or different reasons for needing to try and move house. So no one day is ever the same.
Your phones never stop ringing.
Yeah, we get a lot of phone calls, a lot of emails, but we also hold surgeries as well. We haven't been able to do them in the traditional way because of COVID, but usually we'd have a surgery every week. Two surgeries every week, one at New Wortley and one at Armley One Stop, where residents can come and ask questions, ask queries, raise any issues they have that then we can take up and help them with.
So, you do all this with me and people are ringing about different things. If someone rang you and said, my bins have been empty for 2 weeks, what would your first point of call be?
So first point of call is their address.
Yes.
what colour bin it is, because that depends on the different teams that you refer to. What day is their usual collection, and then usually we'd send all that information either centrally to refuse or to the team leader who deals with that area. Then they'd log it on the system and try and arrange a recovery for that.
You get all these queries from people. What time could they ring to? Get like opening times, or you've got a cut off time that people can ring you?
No, I mean, people can get hold of us at any time. But both me and Lou work part-time as well as being a counsellor, so there are some times where I might not be able to pick up my phone, or we might have to call them back at another time, but generally, I mean, we get emails at all hours of the day, weekends, bank holidays. There aren't traditional times where people can and can't contact us. If people need to get hold of us, there's usually a way.
And these days as well, it's not just our kind of phones, texts and emails. People also tag us in posts on Facebook, send us Facebook Messenger messages, things like that. So there's all a host of different ways that people can contact us.
You can't hide now there. In your meetings, well, there have been Zoom meetings now over the last year.
Yeah, that's right.
How is that? Has that made a difference to how you operate? Has it made it harder to reach decisions on the council? Or
I think for the decisions, not so much, because we get, if it's a council meeting or a scrutiny board meeting, we get lots of papers and things to read beforehand, and so we usually know what the agenda is going to be. So for things like that, it hasn't made much difference. I think where it has made a difference are like the meetings we'd have with the community.
Yeah.
But we managed the other night to have a really successful Armley Forum meeting online, whereas we'd usually meet in the library. And so things, I think
Yeah.
for most of it we've kind of adjusted.
Yeah, and I think with some meetings like that with residents, there's certain residents who might prefer to come in person, or particularly maybe older people who might struggle with Zoom and things like that, who might be shut out of those kind of meetings. But then at the same time, the meeting we had the other night, we had a lot of new faces, so maybe people who've got young children or work commitments who coming to a physical meeting might be quite difficult, but doing it online is much more convenient for them.
During the pandemic, what has been in words that people come to about? So what has been on people's mind the most, do you think?
I think people have been worried when their hours have been cut at work, or when they haven't been able to go to work, and like juggling like work and childcare, and also maybe if they haven't earned as much during that time. So a lot of people have struggled with things like accessing food and accessing other products, especially if they've had to isolate or shield and things like that.
Have you noticed a massive uptake in people who are suffering of not enough money spending? Has that been a bigger issue?
I think it's definitely been a bigger issue. Yeah, I think the last year or so we've had to deal with quite a lot of referrals for people needing food banks or food parcels. And I think even just people being on furlough, that their income's reduced, isn't it? I think there's a lot of people are feeling that money for lockdown.
So, due to the pandemic then, how have Labour, or the Labour councillors, supported people in that? What do you think?
Well, I think in terms of what Labour's doing across the city, I think they've set up volunteering hubs in every ward in the city. So Armley Helping Hands here locally is the hub for Armley and Wortley ward, and then just further down the road, New Wortley Community Centre is the hub for Armley ward. So through these hubs, we've been able to distribute food parcels, essentials, lots of essential support that people have really needed this past year. Another area where I think Labour and Leeds has done really well is providing free school meals for children during the school holidays. That's kind of been a big national conversation around that, and because families are feeling that money's been a lot tighter this past year, they've needed that support in school holidays as well as term time. I think Leeds City Council, through these volunteering hubs and through brilliant local organisations, have been able to deliver that support to children who need it.
And I know that I've referred a lot of people to our like central welfare benefit hotline, and people have got back to me to say they've had really good results and lots of help around their benefits and around their maybe housing benefits, council tax and things like that. So I think that's been really helpful.
That's positive, isn't it? That's supposed to be helpful. Okay, so going forward, what are your plans for the next year?
The next year?
Yeah.
Well, obviously we're all hoping that we can come out of lockdown soon and then start planning some things with the community again. Because I think one of the hardest things has been for us to really get the community voice for some of the decisions and some of the activities that might be taking place. And we're both on, and Councillor McKenna, we're all involved in the Army Festival as well. Yes. So we're trying to pencil that in and look forward to some really positive community ventures again.
Well, the reason I left in there, remember the last one that we did, we should have thought something.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah.
The busy job of a councillor.
Yeah,
the glamour.
You have to include that bit.
Oh, well done.
Yeah, you have to include that bit.
Okay, ladies, thank you very much for answering my questions. It's been very informative. And on behalf of Louisa, thank you very much for your time.